It's May 21st, 2024, Greenfield, Iowa, and one of the most extremely violent tornadoes ever recorded was about to hit the town. This is the story of the Greenfield, Iowa tornado and the Carbon, Iowa EF3.
We got 3 subvortices!
The day one outlook would be a moderate risk with a 15% chance hatched for significant tornadoes and a 45% chance hatched for significant wind gusts and winds, with a 45% chance as well for significant hail. On May 21st, Greenfield would be under a moderate risk. 2:43 PM. The Carbon, Iowa EF3 would touch down and start moving northwest towards the town of Vistica. The tornado would strengthen to EF1 strength, snapping trees and completely destroying a newly built shed at high-end EF1 intensity. The tornado would continue at EF1 intensity. It would be around this time when the Greenfield tornado first touched down. It was also at this time when the tornado intensified to low-end EF2 intensity, destroying a communication tower before intensifying more to high-end EF2 intensity, removing roof structures with most of the walls still standing. The tornado would hit one more home at EF2 intensity before weakening back to EF1 intensity. The tornado would then hit a farm, with hitting the main home at mid-range EF3 intensity of 150 miles per hour. It would also toss a car. North of the farm, a home was hit at high-end EF2 intensity as well. The tornado would then intensify to its peak intensity of high-end EF3 intensity, destroying a few homes at 155 miles per hour. The tornado would then continue for another 15 miles, slowly weakening before dissipating northwest of Carbon, Iowa. The tornado would be rated EF3 with a maximum speed of 155 miles per hour, had a max width of 1,300 yards, had a path length of 33.86 miles, killed 0 people, injured 0 people, and was on the ground for 38 minutes. It would be 2:57 PM when the Greenfield tornado first touched down and started moving in the exact same direction as the Carbon, Iowa EF3 at EF0 to EF1 intensity. And it would be shown that when it first touched down, a bunch of storm chasers were looking at violent motion. The tornado would then hit a house at low-end EF2 intensity, destroying a large section of the roof of a house and destroying a barn. The tornado would then directly hit a farm, completely obliterating it, with the main house being completely destroyed at high-end EF3 intensity of 165 miles per hour. Even though it wasn't rated EF4+, it was absolutely violent in this area. The tornado would then become violent, directly hitting a farm with the main house being destroyed at 170 miles per hour. The tornado would then directly hit another farm at EF4 intensity, completely destroying the house at low-end EF4 intensity of 170 miles per hour, with a barn being destroyed at high-end EF2 intensity of 131 miles per hour. The tornado would remain violent at 170 miles per hour, completely destroying another house via satellite imagery. The tornado would continue at EF4 intensity, completely completely destroying a house while directly hitting a farm. Look at that, that's just extremely violent at 170 miles per hour as well. The tornado would then hit Greenfield at EF4 intensity at 3:38 p.m, completely sweeping multiple homes off of their foundation all throughout Greenfield. It would hit two homes at 175 and 185 miles per hour. Here's a photo of 185, and here's a photo of what I think is probably the 175. And then the tornado would weaken back to EF4 intensity before hitting just in the outer circulation, hitting the Greenfield Hospital, before intensifying back to EF4 intensity for full weakening before leaving Greenfield at EF0 intensity. The tornado would then continue for another 3 miles before dissipating. It would be 3:45 p.m. when the tornado dissipated. Now we're going to be talking about the possible EF5 intensity from this tornado. Now on the day, the Doppler on wheels did record a wind speed of 309 to 318 miles per hour, making it the third strongest tornado ever recorded in history. Also in June 1st's Greenfield damage assessment video, he talked about these concrete parking blocks, which he did the calculations, and it would have taken up to 247 miles per hour if the concrete blocks were cracked prior to being picked up and pulled out of the ground, or 283 miles per hour if they were uncracked before the tornado. And with him saying that this tornado was 100% a tornado capable of producing EF5 damage. The 2024 Greenfield tornado will go down as one of the strongest tornadoes ever recorded using the Doppler on wheels, with their recordings of 309 to 318 miles per hour. This tornado will also go down as the strongest tornado all year in 2024. Now it's time to get back and get ready for 2025 season.